Howdy, howdy. My name's Trishaly, and this is the
of common sense.
Cowgirl.
Do people mob him, swoon, and take iPhone pictures mainly because he's Canadian royalty? By far the most famous 40-something in Canada.
So I had to make this video because I was listening on the CBC Radio 1 to some woman who was going on about how Justin Trudeau is going to educate Donald Trump about Canada. And I was just like a little frustrated because I don't really know that Justin Trudeau knows that much about Canada, considering that he's grown up with a silver spoon in his mouth. And for me, I'm the type of person who 100% judges people by their accomplishments. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you look like. I care, what your results are. And if you've got results that I'm looking to get, I'm willing to listen to and follow your advice and trust that you know more than I do. And so the idea of Justin Trudeau being able to educate any 70-year-old person who's seen and probably knows a lot more than he does, the idea of Justin being able to educate someone who's lived so much more life than them, let alone a billionaire who's lived decades more than him, is just ludicrous to me. Donald Trump has an amazing amount of money, everything and anything he wants, and he's everything that any, man should want to be. And people are just totally jealous of his accomplishments because the fact of the matter is that even if you get $1 million loan from your family, the odds of anyone being able to take those resources and turn it into a $1 billion enterprise, you have to be so smart. You have to be so capable to be able to achieve that kind of results. And Donald Trump is just so superior to Justin Trudeau. It's not even funny. Justin Trudeau's accomplishments are so sad. When you think about the fact that Brian Mulroney's son, who nobody, as far as I know, people in Canada don't even like Brian Mulroney because of the free trade agreement, but his son is able to get a gig on TV, and yet Justin Trudeau, with his family's immense wealth and political connections, he couldn't even get a acting career in B movies. He was a drama teacher, and now he's this pretty boy politician. It's just unbelievably scary to see that this social justice warrior, feminist politician is running our country into the ground. He's multiplied our debt exponentially since he's been in power, and it's just frightening.
If you were Prime Minister, would you restore the Bank of Canada, or would you keep perpetuating the debt to the private banks?
You seem to have your mind made up. I'm listening to Canadians right now.
He looks amazing, but I swear he's just so full of fluff. From what I've seen, Donald Trump has done more towards fulfilling his campaign promises to his voters in just a few weeks than Justin has done in a couple of years. From what I know, the only accomplishment that the Trudeau government has achieved is to change our national anthem from "In All Thy Sons" command to "In All of Us" command, which doesn't even make sense grammatically as a lyric. And I pretty much guarantee you that there's an immeasurable percentage of people that voted for Justin Trudeau who even had the national anthem on their list of issues to be addressed. And for those of us who didn't vote for handsome Justin, we're just absolutely disgusted by the waste of time and government resources that was put into changing our national anthem and making it worse.
It was really, really exciting almost to be able to dig into how I've been shaped as an individual and hopefully as a leader.
So that right there is a perfect illustration of why I did not vote for Justin Trudeau, even though he's so handsome. I could not bring myself to vote for the guy. I'll be a good leader, hopefully. That doesn't really instill a lot of confidence in me. I don't know, but I guess the rest of the Canada may not be so big on strong leadership as I am.
It is more important than ever that we continue to strengthen our vital alliance. The United States is deeply grateful for Canada's contribution to the counter-ISIS effort. Thank you.
I think the image of Justin Trudeau alone up there speaking French scores major brownie points for Canada. It just makes us look good because he is so darn pretty. There's no denying that.
Any day I get to visit our southern neighbors is a good day in my books, particularly when it's so nice and warm compared to what it is back home. We are suffering under a significant winter storm that's hitting our Atlantic provinces particularly harsh. So I just want to send everyone back at home my thoughts as they shovel out and impress on everyone to stay safe. Le président et moi avons eu une première...
The President and myself have had a very productive first meeting today.
Justin Trudeau is actually a really hard guy not to like. He's just so pretty. And I'm sure like every woman watching out there is totally impressed with his ability to be bilingual and speak French during this press conference. Doesn't impress me so much because I know a little bit too much about Pierre Trudeau, Justin's dad, who's a globalist and did some really heinous things. If you just search on my website, Trishaly.com, Kathy O'Brien, you should be able to get a copy of her book, Transformation of America. And I believe it's on page 42. She talks about her experience with Pierre Trudeau. So I trust Justin about as far as I can throw him.
The bond between our nations is a special one. No other neighbors in the entire world are as fundamentally linked.
That's right. We are totally connected to the States and linked to the States here in Canada. And that's why we're going to elect Kevin O'Leary, our own successful businessman and reality television star, just like they did in the US. Sorry, Trudeau, but that's the way it is. Canadian culture is pretty much in lockstep with US culture, and we all want strong economics to propel us forward in prosperity, and we know that business owners are the key to that.
Prime Minister Trudeau, you've made very clear that Canada has an open door policy for Syrian refugees. Do you believe that President Trump's moratorium on immigration has merit on national security grounds?
Dang journalists, always got to try to trip people up. Just baiting Justin into saying something negative about Donald Trump and his cabinet.
There have been times where we have differed in our approaches, and that's always been done firmly and respectfully. The last thing Canadians expect is for me to come down and lecture another country on how they choose to govern themselves. My role and our responsibility is to continue to govern in such a way that reflects Canadians' approach and be a positive example in the world.
So this is like a classic politician move here. You're not answering the question, Justin. Do you believe the travel restriction has merit or not? It sounds like you don't think it has merit, but you don't have the balls to tell everybody that if you were still working as a drama teacher, you'd be at all the protests.
I just want to say, Mr. Prime Minister, that I'm focused and you're focused on the important role women play in our economies. We must work to address the barriers faced by women and women entrepreneurs, including access to capital, access to markets, and very importantly, access to networks.
So I'm really sad that Justin Trudeau seems to have been able to drag President Trump into his whole feminist agenda. As a woman business owner, I really, really, really do not like this idea at all. If they're going to legislate some kind of affirmative action or some kind of laws or whatever to help women in business, I really hope they keep it at the local level, and that way I can locate my head office at some location where they don't have this kind of legislation for helping women, because I believe that women already have access to the same opportunities as men do.
We know that ensuring equal opportunities for women in the workforce is essential for growing the economy and maintaining American and Canadian competitiveness on the world stage. As such, the President and I have agreed to the creation of the Canada-United States Council for Advancement of Women Entrepreneurs and Business Leaders. This initiative is more than just about dollars and cents. This is about ensuring that women have access to the same opportunities as men.
The lack of representation of women in big business and government has to do with the fact that a lot of us women don't want to do that stuff. We have no interest or desire. And the fact of the matter is that the way things are now, it's equal and able for women to achieve, to be, do, and have anything they want. All these two white males are going to achieve is they're going to achieve a situation where when female entrepreneurs are successful, there will be men that will point to this legislation and say that, oh, you couldn't have done it without the help of these white males passing these laws to create affirmative action or some kind of stepping stone and creating a situation where women will be out, successful businesswomen will be out in the world facing people screaming in their faces about their female privilege. So I really don't accept this feminist agenda at all, and I really hope that Donald Trump wises up and steers clear of Justin's ideology on this point. But that's just my opinion. I'll leave it at that. Before I go, I want everybody out there to know that I'm a firm believer that in this life, absolutely anybody can be, do, and have anything they want. Or we can have everything we want, and I choose everything, and I hope you will too, because you can. So ask me how. Have an amazing day, and if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you out here in the pasture. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.